Hello kids, welcome to another amazing class. Today we are going to be looking at non-locomotor movement. Non-locomotor movement refers to the movement of certain body parts or even the whole body without causing the body to move from one place to another. What this is trying to let us know is that non-locomotor movement are those movements that we can actually be standing in one position and we can carry them out. It is not like locomotor movement that as you are doing it, you are moving your body part, you are moving from one place to another. Non-locomotor movement can be done in one position. That is the difference between it and locomotor movement. So it's the movement that involves the whole of our body parts, causing them to move. But you moving those parts of your body, you can be moving your hand, you can be moving your legs, but you remain in one position. That is non-locomotor movement. Examples of this basic non-locomotor movement are stretching is an example of non-locomotor movement that is done by moving various parts of our body, and as we are moving that various parts of our body, we do it by straightening the muscles. You straighten your muscles that hold them together. So stretching is done when we move parts of our body, and is often done most times in our legs and in our hands. You stretch it. Stretching makes a person to be strong and alert. So it's an example of non-locomotor movement because it can be done in a particular position. Another example of non-locomotor movement is bending. Bending is done by moving all the upper part of the body up and down, most especially from our waist. And we can bend our body in different ways. We can bend our body sideways, we can bend backward. And if you take note when you are bending, you can see that you can actually remain in a particular position and you bend. That is why I said at the beginning, it can involve some parts of your body, it can involve all the parts of your body, but it is mostly done in what? One position. You don't have to be moving from one place to another like when you are walking or when you are what? Jumping. It is just done in a particular spot. Another interesting one is twisting. Twisting is carried out when the user move the upper part of the body, most especially from your waist around without moving the legs. You just see the person twisting. Most dancing steps involve that. You see the person twisting his waist. Twisting enables us to see things around us while standing in one position. That must be there. So as you are twisting, you are remaining in one position. As you can see on my screen, you can see the lady there twisting with a rubber on his waist, but she is standing in one position. So twisting is when you move the upper part of your body from your waist without moving your legs, and you are standing in one position. Looking at is what? Swinging. Swinging is moving a part of the body or the whole body in a circle using the outstretched hand and the legs as a support. There's no way you are going to swing without moving your legs. There's no way you are going to swing without moving your what? Your hands. So, and the legs as a support. So we can also swing forward. You can swing what? Backward. As you can see in this on my screen there, you can swing forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. That is what swinging, and mostly it is from the what? Waist while standing still. So swinging is also an example of a non-locomotor movement. Another example is what? Pushing. Pushing is an example of a non-locomotor movement. Pushing is moving an object with force. You push it away from yourself. You push it hard towards someone else. That is known as what? Pushing. And when you are pushing, you use what? Force. You can just remain in a particular position and push the door with a full force and it will what? Open. So pushing is moving an object with force away from yourself, and it's done in one position. Another non-locomotor movement is what? Pulling. Pulling is moving an object towards oneself. Pulling is the opposite direction of pushing. You know, when you are pushing, you are taking it away with force from yourself to the other person. But when you are pulling, you are dragging it back. You want to drag the thing back to yourself. That is why it is known as the opposite direction of what? Pushing. So these are some of the examples of non-locomotor movement, and they are movements that can be done in what position, not like locomotor movement that before you can carry them out, you have to move from step to step, from stage to stage. So these are some of the examples of non-locomotor movement. So with these, I think we've been able to know the difference between locomotor movement and non-locomotor movement. Goodbye. See you in our next class. Bye.